Good afternoon, everyone. Kalispera. And I would really love to say thank you for this opportunity. Is my presentation ready? So thank you so much for the Premium Real Estate Expo for giving me the opportunity to represent the Home Staging Association and the industry for the first time ever. This is a first official speech in Greece. One minute. One? No, there is a presentation. No, there are 37 slides. So while we're fixing the problem with the presentation, just to give you 30 seconds about myself. I am a professional home stager, president of the European Association of Home Staging. I also do have a real estate company in Rome. And I would like to ask you, have you ever heard about home staging? Raise your hand. Ooh, have you ever done home staging on one of your listings? No. Okay. Are we ready? No. Okay. So as I said, the official representation for the first time speaking about home staging in your beautiful country, because home staging is considered not very well known here in Greece. And being an emerging country, the associations, with the support of EAHSP, with the support of the Real Estate Expo, is willing to bring further information and dissemination about this profession and how can be this marketing tool utilized in order for you to become more successful, to sell properties or to rent properties for better money and for a faster sale. Do you have any questions for me before I start? Anybody wants to know something personal about staging? No. Okay, yes. I don't speak Greek. It doesn't matter. When did we start applying home staging in the real estate agency? So we have started in 2018 applying home staging, but not on every exclusive listing. I just have to say, we only acquire exclusive listings, okay? And in 2020, 5 years ago, during COVID, we have adopted this marketing strategy for every single listing, residential and commercial. And it is absolutely free of charge. It is complimentary for all of our homeowners. So meaning, if you, sir, have to sell your home, and if you come to our real estate agency, the percentage that we still will ask you to represent you as the seller, it is going to be a traditional 3%. But what we will do for you is we will take care of that property, and we will make home staging, professional photographies, virtual tours. If the price point is high enough, we will also do the emotional videos with drone. So since 2020, in these 5 years, we had 2021 and 2022 record years for revenue. And I also have a few slides with numbers that we have got for 2023 and 24, because up to 20 times more, it happens that we sell faster. We sell properties even in 1 week. And it is not because it's a hot market. It's because in today's market, in 2025, it is not about what you're selling, but how are you going to sell the product on the market. Thank you. There are no prerequisites, absolutely, because every property deserves to be staged. So, price point, regardless that, It is absolutely applicable to any type of properties. I'm hoping that I can show you a few examples. So it can be dated properties, vacant apartments, villas. They can be with people who are living inside the properties, or they can be empty, so we bring the furniture. So no prerequisites. Thank you. Okay, so we don't have an exact data, but we do give an opportunity to our buyers to decide, would you like to buy the property with the staging, meaning with the furniture in, if this is the question, right? And it really depends who is the buyer. If they are investors thinking of putting the property on the short-term rental market, then most likely they would actually be extremely happy to buy the furniture. And this is a double revenue for us as an agency. But we, of course, give them the option. Would you like the furniture to stay inside? Otherwise, we will bring it away. And of course, a very important part of the market for us is so-called occupied homes, meaning that the owner with the children, with dogs and cats are living in the property. So it is extremely important to work on this type of properties and make sure that we prepare them, we enhance them, we make them, looking better, not only for the pictures, but also for the visits. I have prepared so many examples for all of you just to see the before and afters, the type of properties that I'm hoping that we can fix this problem. Thank you, Gloria. Question? I love you, sir, by the way. Thank you, because I love questions. So what is the question, sir? So I can give you the official national data for Italy. So the Italian Bank of Italia has brought to our attention that the recent statistics and data has been produced for the 2023 year. So homes, on average, sell in Italy for 180 days. So it takes them a lot of time to sell. When properties are staged, for example, our own personal agency data for the 2024 year was 70 days on average. But it happens that we sell in 7 days, as I said. In 14, we've sold properties even in 2 days. But home staging doesn't make miracles. It is all about pricing it correctly. So if you don't price correctly the property that you're going to sell, it is going to sit on the market, and it is going to have, of course, negative effect on the stats. Yeah. One minute is better than nothing. Yeah. And I hope that I will have enough time to guide you, because this is a visual industry. And if you don't see, yes. It's all about communication. And it's also all about, we don't have to convince or persuade people. Finally. Then Kalispera, let's start again. You don't have to convince them. It's about making sure that they understand what's the value in staging. And if you want to be the pioneer in Greece, then you as an agency should invest in staging. It's a quick shortcut for you to represent your agency, your portfolio at the best. So pleasure to meet you all. I'm the EAHSP president of the European Association of Home Staging Professionals. And as I said, I also have a real estate agency in Italy. Little bit about our associations. We have members in 30 countries. And with Greece being an emerging country, I'm so happy to let you know that we do have first professional home stagers here in Greece. Our booth is 124, just behind this big curtain. If you want to meet with them and understand more, please feel free to do that. The vision of the association is to actually partner with key associations and industry partners in order for us to make sure that people understand what is the credibility of this service. Come on, clicker. There? I don't know what they want me to do. I don't even see the TV. Okay. Then I'll use this microphone. And for those of you who might have thought that staging is a recent marketing tool, if you think about it, it was invented more than 50 years ago in the United States. And then gradually it has been brought to Europe. And as you see, we're moving in 2025 towards Asia. So the best definition for home staging is that this is a real estate marketing tool, okay? And as I said, being ready to adopt this marketing tool, you're basically going to differentiate yourself from the competitors. You're going to differentiate your listings from everybody else. And what does this allow you to achieve? Faster sale, and you are definitely going to get more money for your sellers, and of course, more money for yourself. Not only is a marketing tool, home staging is also a communication tool. It describes the space. Think how many times you have been in a place of having to sell an empty property. Empty properties do not show the actual value. They do not create emotional connections, and they do not describe the space. How many times during the visits you have potential buyers who are asking you questions like, is this a bedroom? Is this a dining room? Will my bed fit in it? So once we describe the space, we do create this emotional connection that will allow us to present the property at its best. So it consists in having to work with the client and understanding what is the time frame. Because if you are my client and you call me tomorrow to stage a property, I would ask you, how many days do we have? When do you want to go on the market? And I have to professionally make sure that you are ready in 2 days or in 1 week. And that allows us to tailor-make every project to your necessities. And also, it is all about the budgeting. So once the budget is established for that particular project, we will tailor-make whatever is necessary to bring that additional value to the transaction sale. One of the three informations that is really crucial is that it takes 1/10 of a second to understand the visual scene. And besides that, the majority of the receptors are in our eyes. And we're gonna process 60,000 times quicker a single picture rather than having to read the text. So remember, 1/10 of a second to understand the visual scene. What is that you understand from the two pictures? We live in an extremely fast-paced world where everything is Instagrammable. Think about us. You didn't wake up this morning, you didn't come to the Expo in pajama. You have decided how you want to promote yourself. But at the end of the day, if we just focus on the visual scenes, that's the same person, same qualities, same character, but it is no show ready. And this applies not only to you as professionals or to myself as a professional, but it's also applicable to your properties that you put on the market. So as mentioned earlier, please make sure to remember, it is not about what we're selling in today's market, but how we decide to sell it. You see, there is a difference. And this describes the space. It creates an emotional connection with potential buyers. So 98% of the buyers, they start researching for their dream home online, and especially in the Greek market because of a lot of foreign investors. So what happens when they go online? How are they going to find the properties? What's the description? Is it accurate? Is it well written? Are the pictures perfect? Are they going to emotionally engage? Are they most of all going to show the value for the actual amount that you're asking? Please collaborate. So, They're going to start the research online from their computer, and this is what they're going to see. Vacant properties are the properties that they're considered empty. And as you see, we do immediately understand what type of the room is that. In this particular case, with vacant properties, we do bring all the necessary furniture in. There are, of course, the furnished properties. Maybe people don't live in it, second homes, holiday homes, where there are furniture that has been left in there. And then we utilize what is good, and then we bring in what is necessary to make sure that the space has been enhanced, that it shows the purpose, and it also reflects the value of the asking price. We also have a lot of dated properties, this everywhere around Europe. And the dated properties most likely are the more challenging, but they're also the ones who need more preparation and staging. So they're not huge and extreme makeovers, but the change of the potential is really, really big. We're going to move from the dated properties into the occupied. Occupieds are those where sellers live in on a daily basis, their kids, animals, a lot of memorabilia that they collect, a lot of furniture. Many times are actually filled in with furniture, filled in with their own belongings, that we are not going to blame anybody for the way that they live in their properties, but we're going to tell them that the way they live in a property and the way they should market are completely two different things. Because when a home goes on the major portals, it's a product that goes for sale, and it needs to be presented at its best. Of course, from occupieds, we're going to talk shortly about the luxury properties. Usually people actually forget about the luxury market. They think that only the price point, it's enough for the wealthy clients to proceed with their purchase. And it doesn't matter if it's a hot or cold market. These type of properties are the ones who most need staging. This is an apartment located in France for over €1,500,000. You see how it describes the space, and most of all, it shows the purpose. I'm going to bring you very briefly, because there is not enough time, to a little tour around Europe just to show you the differences and how staging has taken grounds in many other countries, and that I'm hoping that it will be implemented in Greece. So, Julia, thank you for one of the first stagings in Greece, in Athens. You see, sold in 35 days. Investment was €2,000, unstaged estimated price 100,000, and look at that, 130 was the selling price after. I am almost running out of the time, but I will bring you quickly just to show you. You see, our best clients are real estate agents, but also builders. We do model homes for them, investors, homeowners, and these are different stagings from different countries in Europe. And as you see, Ukraine is staging already. I want to underline an important thing. Every home deserves to be staged, and the perfection does not exist. Having that time frame and the budget, this is what we have to do, to take the professional responsibility in making sure that we can do the best that we can to represent you as our client, and of course the sellers, transforming spaces into beautiful homes that they differentiate themselves on the portals. Pictures from Kazakhstan as well. These are the official statistics from the association. You see, Spain has performed in 2023 even better than, way better than Italy did. I do have all these stats that we can share with you, so if you would like to stop by the booth. Official statistics for 2023 in Italy. And of course, we are extremely grateful that the National Association of Realtors that today holds 1,500,000 realtors, not only across the North America, but also 500,000 realtors are located outside of America and Canada, and they do strongly support staging with the statistics on a yearly basis. These are a few slides from the report. HSA is the Home Staging Association UK, just to show you that certain countries have been performing better. And for us, being an emerging country in Greece, we're just about to start, and I'm truly hoping that we can bring official statistics in just a couple of years. So this is the winning approach that I was telling you at the beginning. And these are the official data from our agency. 100% of residential listings staged. The discount on a national level for the last year was 11%. We went down to 2%, means that we bring to every transaction, to each and one of our sellers, 9% more. And also 22% of the properties sold in overprice. So this is not about telling you the value and that home staging really works. This is what we do for a living, and it is accurate. And I will invite you once again to come and visit our booth just behind the curtain. And if anybody would like to come to our next class, which is on July 1st, there is a special discount code. We won't teach you how to stage, but we will give you all the knowledge and the tools and our experience and expertise, so then you can include this marketing tool into your marketing offers to your sellers. And if anybody wants to get in touch with us, please do so. Otherwise, we'll see you at the booth behind. Thank you so much, and I wish we had more time. Yes?